This is Betty from Betty's Harvest Bright Freeze-Dryers group on Facebook. I wanted to show those of you who are going to exchange your steel splash guards on the interior of your pump, be it the Eliminator pump or the Platinum pump, either one. The only difference really between the two is the way that the front cover is built. On the Platinum pump, the handle is part of the front cover, and on this Eliminator pump, it is separate. So all you need is a ratchet. It can be one like this that you can fit a extender onto and the bit that you need on the end here, or you can also use a single handle like this, but you do need an extender to be able to reach that little bolt that holds the splash guard in place. So once you put this together, if you're going to use the ratchet like me, you just put the bit on the inside of the bolt and turn it, unscrew. There are 6 of these little bolts holding the front cover on your pump. So you remove those. Sometimes you have to hold on to the handle to get some leverage in order to turn it, because if you've never taken the front cover off, it's going to be tight and hard to remove at first. So I've already unscrewed these really, and basically I can just finish taking it off with my fingers of the bolts. Remove all 6 bolts. This is the same procedure that you would use if you're going to open up the front cover in order to clean out the interior, which you need to do after every 4 to 6 cycles of your pump in order to keep that clean. So you've gotten all 6 bolts removed, but before you tilt this on its backside the way I have it, you need to either use the red plug that came with your pump to plug up the handle, or remove this PVC piece that comes on the end of the handle, if you have one of those, and plug it up with paper towel or something, because oil is going to drip out of the handle when you have it upside down like this. And instead of plugging it up, you could just put a container under the handle in order to catch all that oil that's going to come out, because trust me, even though you drain it and you think it's all out, there's going to be some oil that was retained inside the cartridge, or some that was in the back part where the motor is. So you just remove this front cover, and this particular pump has been sitting unused for a couple of months. So it doesn't have a lot of oil on the interior there, as you can see. But if you were going to clean it, of course, you would wipe this out really good with paper towels. I use the blue shop towels. You can use carburetor cleaner and the little straw that comes with it to clean inside the sight glass window. Wipe that out really good, because you never want to leave any residue of anything on the inside of the pump. And if your pump needs cleaning, just go ahead and remove this front cover seal that comes inside the pumps. The Eliminator pump, the cover seal is sort of a rectangular, and the Platinum pump, it has a definite little kind of a, not a point, but a curve down at the bottom that fits into the groove on the Platinum pump. So looking on the inside of this pump here, it's not too bad because I cleaned it before I had it in storage. You would want to wipe this all out though. If you've just performed some maintenance on your pump, you would not have to do this. You go ahead and want to clean inside the groove to get any and all debris, especially rust debris, out of the grooves and on the inside. You see that my camera tripod is just sort of balancing here. Make sure that you can see that. Now the splash guard that's in this one is a used splash guard. It's not a stainless steel. It's the original one that came with the Eliminator pump. It has some corrosion on it. But typically when you open your pumps, you're going to have a lot of corrosion on the cartridge, on your splash guard, which this is where that's at. These bolts. I've not exchanged these yet. I'm still needing a set I'll get from Silence Do Good. He's a member of our Facebook group, and he's the one that is selling the kit for the stainless steel splash guard replacement, and the replacement 4 large bolts, 2 shorter ones, and then 1 small one that holds the splash guard in place. It takes a 3/16 inch, either an Allen wrench or your ratchet with a bit that's the 3/16 inch. Because the Allen wrench, you can see, they're never long enough. And you could do it if you had the patience to get in there and try to unscrew that little bolt, but I like the extender. Works much easier. I know I'm switching back and forth between cleaning and replacing, but it's kind of all part of it. When you clean the cartridge, that's what this box cover is here, you can use a paint putty knife like this, or some other item, even a scrubby pad, as long as it doesn't have soap and stuff in it. To get that all removed, you just scrape along the edges, the sides, the top, and everything. Now, when you do get your splash guard kit, it's going to come with these bolts. You do not ever want to remove all these bolts at one time. Not even if you just leave these two, do not remove all 4 of the large bolts either. You do them one at a time. That is so that your cartridge that's boxed here does not get misaligned. You will run into troubles of getting a vacuum, and your M4 numbers would not be good. You may not even be able to get a vacuum if you misalign this cartridge. So remove these one at a time. I'm not going to do that today, but you certainly could. I'm just going to show you how to do the splash guard, although let me just walk over here a second. Sorry for my absence. But what you would do in place is to use these little sockets, attach them to the end of your extender, get your 3/16 inch one ready, and that was a 5/16, so this must be the 3/16. Sorry. So you would take these and put them over the hexagon shaped bolts and unscrew them again one at a time and put the new one in place. So let me get back to my splash guard. Put this back together. Reach down in there. Now this little bolt is going to be a stinker to unscrew. It's going to be very tight. So what I do is I just hold the handle or brace with my whole arm and get it to move and unscrew. Keep doing that. So here you go. Here's the splash guard. As you can see, it is rusted. Not as bad looking as it would have been if I hadn't cleaned this prior to doing this video. And there's your short little bolt. So you remove this, and what I would do is clean inside where your flat rectangular shaped valves are. You can see them right here. See these two? You're going to be replacing these bolts too because they come with your kit to replace. They do get rusty as well, and you want to clean this all out before you do that. So then you take your new stainless steel splash guard, the improved version, and put that in place over the hole. I don't have the new bolts yet for this particular pump. I've got 4 pumps, so I've already replaced the others. You can also put the bolt in place, put it on your bit drive here, and then find the hole, go in there, and screw that on. There is a level, straight edge, 2 little protruding pieces here that stick out that will press up against and align up pretty good. And there we go. Doing this one-handed. I have a lamp cover of a light right in front of my face to put some light on this, so it's kind of hard to see around. All you need to do though is keep turning that until it's snug. Does not have to be really tight because you want to be able to get it off a little easier the next time you have to remove it to do any cleaning. The splash guard, its sole purpose, according to JB Industries, who makes our pumps, is to prevent oil from spraying out your handle, which is the exhaust handle. So it's not imperative that it be what I call gorilla tight, just basically where the handle stops turning when you're tightening it up. So that's all there is to replacing that. And then, of course, if you've taken your front cover seal off, which what this is, you definitely want to clean it. What I do is add a little bit of grease. I just happen to buy this small tube of grease from Home Depot. You could use Vaseline as well. Put a little bit on your fingers or rub it between the cover seal on both sides and in the grooves and along this metal here before you put the cover back on. Let me just put a little bit in place there. And run your finger along those edges. It will definitely make a difference of you being able to pull a vacuum the next time you go to use it. So many of our members are getting inside, cleaning the front of the pump or replacing a splash guard, and then they're unable to pull the vacuum when they go to do their next cycle. So put a little bit of grease or Vaseline in there. Align your front cover seal in place. If you need to replace these, if it gets too stretched out or nicked, cut, anything like that, you can purchase them from Granger online or from centurytools.net. I do have some posts, and that is in our pals as well, is where to locate those. And then before you put your front cover on, make sure that all your debris is off the edges. This just is a grease residue, really, because it's been stored a little while. And you've already cleaned the interior, including inside of that sight glass window. And of course there's going to be a top and a bottom. The bottom is going to be where your spout is, your drain. You line this up to where the holes on the cover and the holes on the pump part are in alignment. And what I do is I like to replace one bolt at a time, crisscross from one another. So I would do this one, for example, and get it just to barely tight, because I'm going to go back and tighten them all again. And then do it on the opposite corner from the first one you put in. Tighten that one up really well. And do it again, the other four. So it's really that easy. The pump, if it does not pull a vacuum for you the next go around, just remove these bolts again. Check and make sure that your front cover seal, that rubber ring item, make sure that it's in alignment, that it didn't get shifted over and in the way and got creased or sticking out where it shouldn't be sticking out. That really should be it for you. Tighten all these up. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just let me know. Or you can send an email to frozenright@gmail.com. That is Silence Do Good, who will be selling these flashcard kits. Or you can send me a private message. You can also send a message to Silence as well to answer any further questions. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.